From the shores of Lake Michigan to the Pacific Ocean, you can find some of America's greatest baseball stadiums along the historic Route 66. They are even documented in the new book, Grassroots Baseball, Route 66. In this book, you'll find photographs of Little League games to World Series, along with stories from baseball legends like Johnny Bench and Jim Thome. With us this morning to tell us more is Jeff Idelson and Gene Fruth, the co-founders of Grassroots Baseball. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Well, you know, the sport of baseball, the rules, the positions, all the mechanics of it don't change wherever you go. But it seems like you guys have found that across Route 66, the nuances and just some of the intricacies of the game do change depending on where you are.
It's really true. Baseball is played the same everywhere around the world, but baseball looks different in different places, and that's what this book is about. It's about the culture of baseball, the geography, the topography. Baseball looks very different in downtown Chicago than it does in Baxter Springs, Kansas, than it does on the shores of Santa Monica. And that's what's fun about baseball. It's everything that surrounds the game, and that's what these pictures tell the stories of baseball and Americana all along Route 66.
So you drove an RV 2,400 miles, the two of you. You're the photographer.
He's the driver.
He's the driver. Tell me, I'm trying to think what's different, aside from maybe a field that doesn't have much to it. What's the difference in the teams as you drive along?
Well, what you learn is that, as Gene said, the game just looks different in different places. The game is alive and well. Volunteerism is strong. It's got a really serious foothold all along Route 66. And you see in small towns and large cities, the game is alive and well.
And there are many Hall of Famers, famous people who played along that route. Who are some of them?
There really are, and we have a bunch of them in this book that told stories of growing up along Route 66, Larry. You got George Brett, Johnny Bench, Jim Thome, all Hall of Famers, Alex Bregman, who plays for the Astros, Ryan Howard, who played for the Cardinals, Billy Hatcher. They all grew up along Route 66. Adam LaRoche, who played for the White Sox, and have wonderful stories to tell, as does Mike Veeck, of course, whose dad ran the White Sox, who wrote a wonderful introduction.
I know one of the highlights for you guys was Commerce, Oklahoma, and the birthplace of Mickey Mantle and his home. Could you talk about that a little bit and some of your other favorite spots along the way?
Yeah, Commerce, Oklahoma really just gave us the chills when we got there. Johnny Bench mentions Commerce and Mickey Mantle in his essay and talks about growing up in Binger, Oklahoma, and hearing on the radio, and he's listening to the game with his dad, Johnny Bench, Mickey Mantle up for bat next, and he said, "Dad, you can be in the major leagues and be from Oklahoma. That's what I want to do. I want to be a Major League Baseball player." So that's when he first found out that Mickey Mantle from Commerce, Oklahoma, in the major leagues from. And so it was a great story, and when we arrived there, Mickey Mantle's house and barn is still there. Commerce, Oklahoma, the high school baseball team posed for us in front of Mickey Mantle's house and barn.
Wow.
And it was incredible, and the whole town is Mickey Mantle. The water tower is in pinstripes, with the number 7. So yeah, just fantastic. And so many stories like that and so much history of baseball along Route 66.
Jeff, what's the future of baseball where kids have so many different things that they can do now, and some complain that it's gotten a little slow? What are your thoughts about that?
I think you're seeing a little bit of a renaissance. I mean, we didn't know what to expect, Larry, as we transversed 66. And what we saw is that the game is really strong. And yes, there is competition, but I think that, and especially with COVID, maybe we've taken a step back a little bit and reassessing our values. And I think that a game like baseball, which contributes so much to society, and it teaches kids about sportsmanship, about nutrition, about patience, and things that you don't normally get. So you're seeing the game, I think, being more embraced by parents than before.
Well, that's great. The book is called Grassroots Baseball, Route 66. It's available now. There'll be a book signing with Jim Thome tonight at Guaranteed Rate Field. Another book signing September 15th with Mike Veeck. For more information, check out grassrootsbaseball.org or check them out on social media. Thanks, guys.
Well, thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Nice to meet you.